Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying patch 3.11. I know I am. Here's a video of some PvP that took place the other day. It was a pretty cool fight. The bounty led me to Grimhex and I had a pretty good brawl. It starts with this guy who's not my bounty that shoots me. I didn't really have any interest in attacking him. I was mainly focused on collecting the bounty I'd been chasing all the way here. So just try to run away from him and wait for the bounty to come out of Grimhex. Luckily that doesn't take long and he comes out and that other pilot engages on him. So at the start of this fight you can see that I was using the lag fire method. I just wanted to give it a try to see how it was. Turns out I am definitely a lead pip pilot. Maybe I could use it with a little bit more practice, but I couldn't hit shit with it. I did notice that the other pilot was exposed here and I couldn't really see the other guy, so I decided to take some shots and get my revenge for him shooting me earlier. But I ultimately decided to switch back to a lead firing method in the middle of the fight. And that my bounty roasted that other guy that was fighting him. So now it's just me versus him. So I start this fight with some good pressure in the beginning. I land a few very good volleys that nearly take down his front shield face. I do end up scoring some damage on his cockpit area, which is very good because it makes it so later on in the fight, if he does manage to like escape and recharge his shields, I'll be able to get down his shields again and just do a little bit more damage and it'll finish him off. He does manage to get away here and recover some of his shields. You can see here that my shields are still doing pretty good, around 80% in the front and left and 60% in the right and the back. I probably should have just kept putting on a lot of aggression. I think he ends up nearly recovering all of his shields. Like here, I shouldn't have gone for this missile. I should have just stayed on top of him and kept unloading on him and not let him recharge. Although it is nice to see that countermeasures are working in 3.11. What have your guys' experiences been with them? So this is when I can kind of feel the tides of battle changing. I noticed that my front shields are getting about half, my back and right shields are pretty low. So I'm just trying to keep pointing the direction that I have good shields in the way he's shooting, that way he doesn't poke through. At this point though, I was definitely losing confidence that I would win this fight. So after this last volley here, I decided to retreat and collect my thoughts. So one thing you can do when you think you're out of a fight is start flying more erratically and closer to asteroids to try to bait your opponent into one of them by just focusing on you rather than flying their ship. I did see some asteroids close to us, so I decided to work the fight in that direction. It's important not to just beeline it to the asteroids, because then they'll kind of get an idea of what you're doing. What you want to do is slowly work your way over to them. At this point I was very worried. My shields were getting very low and he was starting to deal damage to the right side of my ship. But it's important to never give up and keep fighting till the bitter end. So now that I'm down to 2 shield faces, it's important to try to keep those directions in the direction that he is, or at least in the direction that his bullets are coming from. That way he doesn't deal damage to my hull. I'm not sure why I turned the overclock on my shields off here. It actually retrospectively looked like it was helping me. Sometimes you don't just make bad decisions, I guess. One of the coolest things about making these videos is I get to watch my my mistakes and learn from them, which prior to making videos I didn't really think about that. I just play the game, have a good time, but feel like I've actually started making myself a better pilot because I'm making these videos. And you can see right here, I land a beautiful stream of lasers directly into him, and it just vaporizes him. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the YouTube buttons. I'm going to throw up some videos right here. If you are interested in any of those, check them out. If not, it's okay too. You have a great day.